Erik Verranken lives with his family in the Limburg municipality of Kuringen. In recent years, the tandem Verranken-Burden has been one of the high flyers in the great interplay of central Limburg. In 2017, it started with Het Olympiadiek, third Olympiad pigeon youngsters. 2 years later, superstar Wout was born at second Olympiad pigeon youngsters Poznan 2019. That same year White Man won his second ace pigeon title in the sprint. In 2018, he became 12th National Ace Pigeon Sprint Yearlings KBDB, and in 2019, 3rd National Ace Pigeon Sprint Old Birds, and on top of that first World Ace Pigeon FCI Sprint Belgium. A superstar of stature that was then referred to the breeding loft. The year later in 2021 it is completely hit with Olympic Rico, who won several ace pigeon titles to Kuringen. In detail, this means that Olympic Rico became first National Ace Pigeon Sprint KBDB through his super season in 2020. Afterwards, he became first National Olympiad Pigeon Olympic Hope Category FKBDB 2020, and World's Best Ace Pigeon FCI Sprint 2020, Old, Yearlings and Youngsters together. This last title not only counts for Belgium, but also across all countries that participated in this competition. Or the highest of the highest that Olympic Rico could win. So he is even stronger than his father, and Rico ensures the greatest success, and he is now in the breeding loft at the Herbots Loft. The beginning. Erik and his brother Willie learned all about pigeons from Father Albert, and now we're talking about the 80s where they raced from the parental house. Afterwards, Erik started with his wife Marlene in 1989. On the current location where they still race their pigeons from. At the beginning, it were especially pigeons from his father and brother and Joe's Kleskens. Later, he went to other Limburg top lofts for reinforcement, like for example from the late pros Rusin. Erik got the Sunch strain from this last one, which he still doesn't regret as he had a lot of successes with them already. The last two buys take care of the big success they are experiencing right now. The first one is from the colony of Antoon Neven from Lummen, who raced really well and where Erik bought the father to Wout, and afterwards, the mother to Rico on an online auction from Antoon. The other colony is René Vervoort from Hulshout, where he got White Man, a direct Vervoort pigeon that won himself twice a National Ace Bird title, and also Malik Marie, who became 4th National Ace Bird Middle Distance KBDB 2020, and is also a direct Vervoort pigeon. How an unknown colony takes care of fantastic results and where the cooperation between these last two colonies is very nice. The story doesn't stop here, because in 2020, he wins with Malik Marie, the first provincial ace pigeon middle distance KBDB, and this one became 4th National Ace Pigeon Middle Distance KBDB. She is pure inbred to superstar White Man. In 2021, it will then be the turn of Super Marie, who will be 15th National Ace Pigeon Sprint Youngsters, having raced with only a few pigeons. In 2022 season, Erik's young pigeon team took a super start and was there week after week. The loft was in good shape and every week several top prizes were played against 1,000 pigeons or more. The best pigeons of the 2022 season again came from the very best breeders at the Verranken House, or White Man, Olympic Wout, and Olympic Rico, of course not forgotten. In the 2023 season, barely 2 games away, and the victory counter of this top colony is at 2 pieces. In the first flight, he won with 2 pigeons in the same second against 490 youngsters, and he had to tolerate 1 pigeon for them regionally against 1,661 youngsters. The week later, it was a hit and he won the first prize against 2,337 youngsters both in the combined game and regional, and he set up a nice series 2 times. This time the winner is a white young cock who is a direct son of de 69. Where this blood is in you simply breed winners. BE 23,500-0697, a white cock from the same colony of winners. The super breeding line White Man. We have been aware for several years that this breeding line is something unique, a strain of pigeons that year after year produce several toppers. White Man himself was a direct pigeon from René Vervoort and was a real class pigeon. His Palmers in 2 years' time is one to say to you. After his flying career, he was then coupled to Super Tonique from Antoon Nevin. Eric had bought this hen on his total sale because he had already been successful with the pigeons from Antoon, namely Super Breeder Gek is a direct pigeon from him and is doing fantastic here. You can admire the family of all these pigeons in this family tree. Furthermore, we can only report that thanks to Olympic Rico, the Herbots family has a new super breeder in their breeding lofts that is doing fantastic at home and abroad. The Toppers. BE 22 508 2099, Miss White. The sensation of 2022 who became 4th National Ace Pigeon Sprint Youngsters KBDB 2022, and is a full sister of Olympic Rico. BE 22 508 2057, Chateauroux Boy. The class pigeon that was the only pigeon that had to defend its loft from Chateauroux. He won 7th National Chateauroux against 17,081 pigeons. BE 22 508 2058, White Lady 058. The nest sister of Chateauroux Boy, who raced fantastic herself in the shorter distances with 2 times first and 12 times per 10 on 14 races. These pigeons rarely miss. BE 22 508 2084, Klein Wout. This topper won 5 times at top 10 as a youngster, and is related to 2 Olympiad pigeons, Olympic Wout and Olympiadique. BE 22 508 2097, White Merrick. This class hen did not miss in the 2022 season, she scored 16 out of 16. She won several top prizes and is a daughter of Mormilk Marie that won 4th National Ace Pigeon Middle Distance KBDB 2020. BE 22 508 2066, Blue 066. This hen won 2 times 6th against more than 3,000 pigeons. She is a full sister of Blau 91, who became 21st National Ace Pigeon Sprint Youngsters KBDB 2022. BE 22 508 2044, White 044. This top cock was unable to use his talent, he only raced until the beginning of August and is now fully recovered. But what he showed was top class. He is a son of the best brother of White Man, namely Wit 69, who is grandfather of several toppers. Thank you for watching. Until next time.